What do witches do?
They are malefic, negative and destructive. Their knowledge of the art of the occult gives them tremendous powers. They can change the course of events and people's lives, but only to do harm. You don't believe me?
No.
Their goal is to accumulate great personal wealth, but that can only be achieved by injury to others. They can cause suffering, sickness, and even the death of those who, for whatever reason, have offended them.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to episode 552 of Nick the Rat Radio. Welcome. Hope you are having a lovely evening. It is Wednesday, August 12th of the year 2026. Tonight is going to be kind of controversial. I almost don't even know if I should do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I just want everybody to know that I do love women. We're talking about witches tonight, okay? Now, witches are women. So there's a Venn diagram, okay? You see the Venn diagram? There's women and witches. They kind of overlap. They're kind of in the same vein. So I hope I don't offend any women. I love women. If I say anything offensive tonight, it's not about you. It's about the witches. It's about the... Now, I'm going to definitely offend somebody, but it's fine. You know, this is an offensive show. In everything I say, it's in jest. So if whatever, if I offend you, you know, you could email me at nick@nicktherat.com and tell me I'm a piece of crap and cancel me, okay? But I do have a theory about witches that I'm going to get into later. I'm not going to get into it right now. Okay? All right, cool. So now we got that out of the way. Let's talk about some garbage that I've been watching lately. I've been watching the Ladies of the View. I should add that to the list here. I've seen the movie Obsession. I finally seen that movie. I watched it. Now, if I was to comparing the two, that's very distracting. If I was comparing the two movies between the YouTube people, if Backrooms versus Obsession, I'm going to say the Backrooms was the better movie. Obsession was fun, though. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody, but let me just say that the female actress in the movie, she was great. She played it amazingly, and it was horrific to think about what she was going through. The guy in the movie, the main dude in the movie, I just wanted to kill myself. I hated that guy. I was like, I hope this guy dies. And it just took too long. He was so annoying. The most annoying guy in the world was the main character of that movie. Overall, I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty good. It jumps the shark at one point. Money just starts falling out of the sky, and it looks like fake trash, and it's like, what are we doing here anymore? But you know, it's I guess they just had to go to that point at some point. So if you're ever free and you want to see a horror movie, I would say Obsession's okay. I thought Backrooms was much more of like a movie. It was scary and interesting, and it didn't make me. I didn't hate any of the characters in it, or I didn't think it jumped the shark or was a little bit too crazy. Even though it's, you know, there's somebody goes through a fucking wall into another endless tunnel of places, but which is already crazy. But you know, that's the whole point of the movie, was that the Obsession movie had a bunch of things that were just like, okay, oh geez, oh real, okay, Okay, jeez. But overall, okay, it's decent. Check it out. Check it out now. Read a book. Another movie coming out that I wanted to see was End of Oak Street. I didn't see it yet. I thought it was tied to Cloverfield. It's with Anne Hathaway, who's apparently pregnant now. And she's got to show off her baby bump, which, whatever, that's fine. I really don't want to see that, though. No, I saw the Spider Noir. I spoke about it another time. I'll speak about Spider Noir in a second. The guy in Obsession, the main guy in the beginning, he was very cringy. He was very annoying. I just wanted to kick him in the. Ugh. I hate characters like that. Like, I like this person, but I can't say something to somebody. So Anne Hathaway she's knocked up and she's going around showing off her belly. It's kind of cool, but also like I don't really want to see that either. Also, whatever. It's I don't have to watch celebrity news, so it's nobody's fault that she's showing off her baby bump. Like she's got her shirt split. She's got like a tight shirt on to split open to show her belly and her belly button sticking out, and like, all right, cool, Anne Hathaway, cool. Whatever. It's a big phase in a woman's life, giving birth. It's, and good for her. So Anne Hathaway is pregnant, everybody. But the End of Oak Street, it's not a Cloverfield movie, from what I'm hearing. I thought everybody was like, oh, is it a Cloverfield movie? And no, it's not. Darn it. So I was upset about that. I still want to see it. It's about a chunk of town that disappears and winds up in dinosaur time. So that's cool. I like that. That sounds good. I didn't watch the new Spider-Man movie yet. I did finally see the previous one with the three Spider-Men's in it. It was okay. Man, the CG in these Marvel movies are fucking horrible. Like it looks like cartoon trash, and it's an entertaining movie, but it looks like it's like cartoon trash, and it's whatever. Anyway, I'm not going to talk about Spider-Man. I did see Spider Noir, and I did discuss it earlier. I enjoyed it. I didn't like the villains in it, and Nicolas Cage was awesome in it, but also annoying too. Like I was saying, like there's points where he's doing all this crazy stuff, like climbing on walls and swinging around, and then there's other times when he's struggling to climb over a knee-high wall or something. He's like, oh, I gotta get over this wall, and it's really a big, it's a big wall. And it's like, okay, Nick Cage, the wall's not that big. I did enjoy it. I was watching it when I visited North Carolina, and I had insomnia, and I just kind of power watched it through like 2 evenings of me just sitting up till 5 a.m. So that was a little bit trippy for me. I didn't really like the villains in it though. The actors were kind of meh. I guess the Sandman guy was okay, but the other guy, I don't know. The Electro guy. That guy really was annoying. He was like trying to be like, I'm funny. I'm a funny fat guy with electricity, meh. But yeah, I always like Nick Cage, so whatever he's in, I'm cool with that. And yeah, so that was my opinion on all that movie hooty doody. Let's see, what else do we got here? Quake, the video game, there was QuakeCon. QuakeCon happened. QuakeCon happens every year. I've never been to it. It's in Texas. It's like a convention where people bring their computers and go play Quake, which is pretty awesome. I should visit it one day. But there's a team, Machine Head or Machine Gears or something. They released some new Quake levels. There was a remaster of Quake the past couple of years, and now they're releasing mods where it's basically they're add-ons to the game, and it's pretty damn cool. I'm probably going to play more of it tonight. I only jumped into it for a little bit earlier, so I was enjoying getting back into Quake. I really hope they do release a new full-fledged Quake game at one point, but the way that the game industry is these days, it's hopefully all the layoffs will get rid of all the trash developers in the gaming sphere. Not a big fan of it. Bethesda has kind of, I don't like what they did with Doom. I did enjoy the first new Doom game. The first one was pretty cool. That came out in like 2016, I think, or 2017. I forget exactly when it came out. But they came out with like 2 or 3 more new Doom games after that, and it's like playing Dance Dance Revolution now. It's just like constant jumping from here to there and trying to pick up items. I do not like the new Doom, what they did to the last 2 of them. So if they do come out with a new Quake, I'm sure it's gonna suck. I've beat the Witcher game. I beat Witcher 3. So that one's already in the can. They're coming out with a new vampire game. The studio, a lot of people that made the Witcher game, they're coming out with a new vampire game that should be out in a couple of months that I'm interested in trying. We'll see how that goes. I've been also playing this game called Killer Frequency, which is pretty damn cool. Maybe I'll play that after the show tonight, it's like there's the game is you're a radio show host and you're sitting in a studio and there's a killer in the town you're doing the radio show in, and it's a small town. It's got to be, because apparently the killer kills one policeman, like the sheriff, and apparently that's all the cops in the entire town. And there's only one ambulance with one 911 person there, and she like calls, she's like, "Oh my God, the sheriff's dead, Mr. Radio Man, and we're gonna have to transfer all the 911 calls through to you." And then you have to do puzzles from the radio station to help get people to not get killed by this whistling murderer, which has been it's entertaining so far. I've been enjoying it. I got it for $5, so I can't complain. I think, and also it seems like one more piece of news of entertainment, of the entertainment world. Bradley Pitt. Apparently he's back on the wagon. This has been big news. I don't know why that this is like, once again, it's celebrity news. Like Anne Hathaway, she's pregnant. Everybody knows. Okay, so but now we know that Brad Pitt is drinking again. I haven't heard this story yet.
Just without a fight.
Let's see what they have to say on the news about this.
This morning, Brad Pitt opening up about no longer being sober after 7 years of sobriety.
It's okay. Come on. Just a bad dream.
In a new interview with Esquire, discussing in part his upcoming movie, Heart of the Beast.
Well, I guess, yeah, he's doing a thing for a movie, and he's got to, you got to talk about it. Like I've been telling people that I'm sober. So I guess you just, you're in an interview, you talk about it. So let's see why he got off the wagon. Let's see if they talk about it.
62-year-old actor-producer saying, "I was sober for 7 years, and then I got back off the wagon in a more restrained manner." It was 2020 when Pitt thanked Bradley Cooper publicly for helping him get sober.
I got sober because of this guy, and every day has been happier ever since.
The star first speaking about his sobriety in 2017 after he was asked if he missed alcohol. He told GQ magazine, "I mean, we have a winery. I enjoy wine very, very much, but I just ran it to the ground. I had to step away for a minute. And truthfully, I could drink a Russian under the table with his own vodka. I was a professional. I was good."
Me too, Mr. Brad Pitt. I'd like to hang out and get drunk with you. I could drink people under the table too, man. You just throw them back. But maybe one day I'll have a cup of wine or something. Who knows? Because I could probably control myself if I'm able to. I have very good willpower. I pretty much stopped smoking weed on a dime. I stopped drinking alcohol on a dime. Stopped eating meat on a dime. I could do things. Except stop playing video games. I can't do that. That's one thing I want to know. So maybe I could just control myself and not plaster myself with alcohol, like pumpkin alcohol. But let's see what else Bradley Pitt has to say about drinking Russians under a table.
Pitt saying he stopped drinking because he didn't want to live that way anymore. In the U.S., an estimated 27.9 million people had an alcohol use disorder in the past year. And
I can believe it, man, because everywhere you go, there's people drinking. There's TV shows. You go to any TV show, even like broadcast public TV. It's like, I had a long day at work. Let me have a beer. Let me have a brewski. Everybody's drinking. It's kind of insane how normal it is to consume alcohol. I'm not bashing it. I kind of understand why but it's also a little bit, when you step out of the box and you look into the box and you see what's going on, it's kind of gross. And the amount of people are doing it, like, oh, I want to go out and get trash tonight. Oh, I want to go to the bar. I need to go to that sports game and have a beer. I need to drink beer. It's a little bit too much in your face alcohol in our society, and I don't think it's very good. I don't think there should be advertisements for it. I don't think it should be like so mainstream. I think it really fucked up a lot of society. I'm not saying like, hey, stop drinking if you're drinking, have a beer, enjoy yourself, blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying it when you look at it, it looks a little extreme.
And on average, 2/3 of individuals treated for it relapse within 6 months. More recently, Pitt speaking to Dax Shepard in his Armchair Expert podcast, the two meeting at AA.
I just thought it was just incredible, men sharing.
Yes.
You know, their experiences, their foibles, their
Did you say foibles? Mr. Bradley Pitt. He said foibles. He had to go to AA for this, man? Like, I understand some people, you become an alcoholic like if you have to drink or you get the shakes. That's when you need doctors and stuff. But I guess everybody needs some help sometimes. I'm just my willpower is I just could whip myself when I see something bad happening. I could take myself out of the picture and move myself away. I didn't need AA. I didn't need to sit with a group of people and say, you know, I should stop drinking. I woke up on the floor of the bathroom. You know, it's just like I woke up on the floor of the bathroom. I know, and now I'm like, I'm not doing that no more.
Steps, their wants, their aches, and just and a lot of humor with it. And I thought it was a really special experience.
Pitt now describes his new approach to alcohol as professional, saying he doesn't want to miss a morning because of a night drinking.
Yeah, that was the main thing I also hated too. When you are up all night drinking, you wake up and basically your whole next day is gone. I think that was probably the main thing that made me want to stop, is because life is short. And if you're spending half of your week or a couple of days of your week in a situation where your next day is ruined, it's shitty. It's a bad experience. Like I don't have hangovers, but I would wake up like, so yeah, but you know, maybe a glass of wine every now and then won't be so bad. Even though I hear that's bad for you too, but that's not the issue. That's not why I stopped drinking. I didn't stop drinking for health reasons. I stopped drinking mainly for because I loved it so damn much, and I realized that if you love something, you have to let it go. So that's all he's going to say, is that he's going to drink professionally now.
The actor adding his mornings include catching up on the news, working out, and playing Sudoku. Guys.
Sudoku?
No one gets past this without a fight.
Wow, I didn't know Brad Pitt was a Sudoku boy. I prefer Wordle. I'm a Wordle man. And there's 2 words. I'm going to give you a little cheat for Wordle. If you like to win at Wordle, there's two words that I always use. The first word is audio, and the second word is strep. So audio and strep will get you so many of the good letters out of the way, and you'll be able to figure out the Wordle word of the day. Easy peasy keasy sneezy wheezy. Let me actually, you know what? Is Wordle going on right now? Let's play a game of Wordle. I'm going to do this live. I'm going to show you how this works here. Web browser is are we in Wordle world? Where's the Wordle? An advertisement. Continue to Wordle. All right, we're going to Wordle it up. Don't tell me the Wordle word of the word. We're going to do audio, enter. All right, again, I, then strep, S-T-R-E-P. And now we have I. Okay, so yeah, we're kind of boned here. Okay, maybe nickel. That's not gonna work. That's not a word. Let's just do, is Nikki a word? Nikki's a word. Okay, we got the I and we got a Y. Bim, bingy, bigly. Bigly's actually a word. Okay, we're gonna midget, oh God, what is this word? I first I said I could. I'll always be able to figure it out. Now I can't do it. I'm looking like a him, himmy, higgy, him, him, he'll, guff, Jimmy's the. Oh no! Okay, we're closer. We're really close now. We only got one more try. It's him, hi, whim, wimey. That's not a word. Okay, I don't know what it is. All right. All right. So yeah, okay. I lied to you guys. I lied. I guess I can't do it all the time. Fimmy's word? No. Wimmy's not a word. Is anybody? We're just gonna lose. We're just gonna lose and see what the word is here. The word was wimpy. All right. Well, that's why I couldn't do it, because I'm not a wimpy guy. All right. The word was wimpy. Now I look like a loser. Well, it happens sometimes. Sometimes you don't win, okay? Something's been happening to me lately, and not being wimpy or a loser at Wordle. I've been waking up with mid back pain. That's you know what sucks? Waking up with back pain, and it's been happening for like a week now, like almost a week. I'd wake up and I'm like, my back, and the shitty part about that, like after I get up, it goes away, the pain. I kind of figured out what's been going on. I also been doing some stretches and stuff. I've been doing some cat cow and I you gotta stretch, people. You gotta get out there and stretch, otherwise your shit's gonna fall apart on you. So you gotta be doing stretches. Please, if you're listening to this, go out and do some stretches. But waking up with back pain, that's like, it's dumb. You think, my back hurts, laying down, that shit's gonna help. But no. And then, you're tired in the morning. It's like, hey, I could probably sleep for like another hour, but laying down, my back is hurting. I have to get up. So it was pissing me off. I have one of those foam-filled pillows. I got a foam-filled, like with all the little foam pieces in it. And it was kind of fluffy. So I was reading that maybe my pillow was too big. So I was like, fuck. All right, so I started pulling out foam out of that shit. And that kind of helped. That helped. The next morning, I was like pretty good. My back didn't hurt that much in the morning. So I guess my head was just like too far forward. So I had The finding a good pillow is very difficult. Finding a really good pillow and finding the right place for your head is a hard thing to do. Where did I jam that phone? You know what's really gross? The foam is usually white inside, but after you sleep on your pillow for a long time, I guess sweat and all your oils and grossness goes into it. So there's like a layer of like Cheeto colored foam on top, and why am I telling you guys about this? But I'm sure, if you got a foam pillow, you too could pull it out. I got that expensive fucker too, the Cooper one. And I was pulling out like this yellow foam that used to be white out of there. There's so much foam in there. You could pull foam out for days, and you could probably make 3 or 4 pillows with the one pillow you buy. And it comes with extra foam too. So you could make your own pillow. Buy one of those foam pillows with the insertable foam shit, and you could take the foam out of your pillow and have like 2 or 3 more pillows. It's like an infinite pillow hack. It's a very, very strange situation. In the world of pillowing, the pillows are abundant pillows. Let's talk about Suno really quick. Suno, the AI stuff. Yeah, let's talk about Suno really quick. Yeah, they were bought by BMG. Is that what they were bought by? If Waythorn's in the chat, he definitely knows. BMG bought Suno. BMG bought Suno? Yes. AI music generator Suno strikes a deal with BMG as it preps new label-backed models. So I guess they're not really bought by, but they partnered with them. And they fucked it all up. Apparently, a Suno now sucks. So if you pay Suno, you can only download like 20 songs a month. People be cranking out 20 songs a day with these things and shit. But yeah, and Waythorn was also saying how you can't upload like complete songs into Suno for them to change it anymore. So you used to apparently be able to just take a song, throw it in, and then like redo it inside of Suno, but that no longer works. So basically, the big studios are buying up these smaller things and fucking it up, but that's okay. There was also some other big AI stuff that came out recently in the video, AI video stuff that's happening. What it was, Minimax H3 is pretty cool stuff. If you want to generate your own videos, look for Minimax H3. I haven't installed it yet. I'm still trying to figure out what I could uninstall before because I have so many models on my computer, and each model is like 20 gigabytes. So you get like 10 models on there. It's like 200 gigabytes of shit just to make something happen. You got a curved memory foam pillow. I don't like the curved memory foam pillows, like the memory foam that already has a shape in it, because I like to reshape my pillow. I also like to fold my pillow sometimes. I like to fold my pillow. And I find that the pre-shaped pillows, you can't really fold them or move them. It's kind of too rigid for what my head wants. My head likes freedom. I like to have freedom of head in my bed, as they say. But the Minimax thing, it's open source. You can make Seinfeld episodes and shit, and it's not censored. So I really want to install this. I want to have the cast of Seinfeld having a little orgy in 15-second long clips. I want to see if I could do that. I want to see if I can make that happen. Call it like Slimefeld or something, and they just jizz all over Jerry's face. I think that'd be pretty fun if I could get that going. And since it's open source, it keeps getting Like every week I keep hearing like, oh, Minimax H3, we updated it. Oh, we made it smaller and powerful and more and better and better and better. So I really want to play with that, but I needed to clear out my hard drive first because I'm running out of hard drive space. So I'm probably going to uninstall Baldur's Gate 3. I can't get into that game that much. I still have not. If you ever played Baldur's Gate 3, I have still not made it to what was it? Baldur's Gate? What was the name of the town? The big town in Baldur's Gate? I haven't made it there yet. I'm still in Act 1. I'm in Act 1 of Baldur's Gate. There's just too many damn items and stuff that you could pick up, and there's too many choices. That's part of the game is amazing because there's so many choices, but part of the reason that I don't like it is because there's too many choices. So I might uninstall that fucker. That's like 100, almost 200 gigabytes right there. So if I really want to get Slimefelt going, I'm going to have to probably uninstall the Baldur's Gate 3. NVMe I got. I don't have the... What do you think I am, a peasant? Working with SSDs? Jeez. What do you think this is? And... Let's see here. I might be stuck in New York. Everybody knows I've been trying to get out of New York. I got laid off a long time ago, and I've been looking for remote work. But it's really hard to get a nice tech remote job because everybody in the country is looking for it. So, you know, one job opens up, and it's not just people in your neighborhood trying to get into it. It's everybody in the whole damn country. I've gotten so many goddamn rejection letters. It sucks, but I'm probably gonna have to get a job in fucking Manhattan. So I'm probably gonna have to get stuck here again for a while. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna have to do OnlyFans remote work. I heard for OnlyFans you need to have your actual license. I was thinking about making like an AI girl and just becoming a fake AI e-whore, but I can't do that. So I'm gonna get a 4 terabyte NVM or a new car. I'll take the car. Thank you. So yeah, I'm gonna have to probably be stuck in New York for a little bit while longer. Meh. But I've been making daily cartoons on YouTube that actually have been picking up a little bit of traction. Been doing little YouTube shorts. Because hey, why not? And it's kind of funny because the one that's been getting a lot of traction, it's about how artists don't make their own web pages and use Instagram. I hate artists that do that. It's like, hey man, I'm an artist. You want to see my work? Go to my Instagram page. And you go to their Instagram page and you could see like 3 pictures. You click on it and you scroll and it's like, you got to log in. You want to see this shit? You got to log in. I'm like,
brother,
yeah, so I'm not logging into no Instagram because fuck Instagram and Facebook. I used to have an account there, and then I got banned. Everybody knows, and they wanted my government ID.
What's that? What's that, brother?
A government ID they wanted, and I was like, no, sir. I will not be giving that to you. So I'll never use Instagram. I'll never have a login for that. So, and now Reddit is doing that shit too. Like I had a Reddit account and I knew it was bad for me because I was just getting into fights with all the tards that are there. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to delete my account, nuke my account, get all of my data out of there. Goodbye, Reddit. And, you know, every now and then I'll still use it to, you know, just scroll through it and check the news. Or if I'm looking for some information, I'll go to Reddit. And now if you're on Reddit for like 5 minutes, you get a pop-up in the middle of the page saying, you want to look at this shit? You got to log in. I guess, are they going public or something? Is Reddit trying to make money or whatever? So screw them, man. Screw Reddit. I hope they die in a tire fire. And to make the little cartoons anyway, I've been using Blender. To use Blender, to make a little simple 2D animation is very difficult. It's not the most intuitive program. I've been learning a lot in Blender. I've been using it for years and I barely know how to use it, but to add like just a JPEG, to add an image into the animation that you didn't draw is complicated, which sounds ridiculous. Just like, oh, I want to copy and paste a picture into the canvas here. Let me wait. How do you do that? How do you get into the timeline? Now it's extremely confusing to get just a gosh darn flat 2D image into Blender to play with it. And also it's confusing as hell to add color into Blender. If you're using a line, like you need to make a material to use a color or to add a background color, it's so confusing that I don't like it. But I've been watching a lot of these YouTube shorts, and a lot of people are making them, and it's just like black and white, simple stick figure shit. So I'm like, I could do that, and I have been doing it, and it's been turning out pretty decent. Yeah, Blender is way too complicated for just 2D. It's insane, but I really want to learn how to do it because it's so powerful that if I could get it down, if I could learn how to use Blender quicker, I'll feel good about myself. I'll feel pretty damn happy. And also with the daily animations that I've been doing, I also do the Nick the Rat reports where I just do a little update every day. I do a little update, just give the weather in the neighborhood, a quote of the day. And then I've been looking at this book here, Witches Spell a Day Almanac. I've been doing, I've been reading, each day there's a different spell or whatever. And this is from 2022. I found this on the street. I was walking down the block and I saw one of those boxes with books. So I looked in there and I saw this and I grabbed it. And then I was thinking about witches, and that is going to be the topic of tonight's episode, which we're going to get into in a little bit. But I'm going to take a quick music break now. I've been talking too much. We'll take a music break. We're going to come back. We'll thank some people, and then I'm going to talk about witches. I have a theory. And the theory is going to upset a lot of people, especially when I get into it. It's going to upset mostly women, definitely, because women are the witches, men are the warlocks. But there was... I'm not going to spoil it yet. But either way, let us listen to... Let's see here. What do we got? Let's listen to Witches with Wicked Game. We'll be right back with more Nick the Rat Radio in a few minutes. I'm parched.
On fire and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. I never dreamed that I'd meet somebody like you. And I never dreamed that I'd lose somebody like you. This world is only gonna break your heart. No. Wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart. No. Wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart. With you. wicked game you play to make me feel this way. What a wicked thing to do, to let me dream of you. What a wicked thing to say, you've never felt this way. What a wicked thing to do, to make me dream of you. I know I wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart. No, I wanna fall in love. This world is only gonna break your heart. Break your heart.
Welcome back, everybody. How are you doing? No, that was not the Achy Breaky Heart song. I'm not going to summon Miley Cyrus. I got an itchy nose. Yeah, I know. I had to hit the mute button here. And I know. Let's thank some people before we get into the witches. The witches. We have a P.O. box. This is a value for value show. And you could send me things to the P.O. box. I will open it on the air. By the way, value for value means whatever value you think that you got from this show, you could show me the value in monetary or presents. Little presents. I like little presents. Yes, nothing like receiving a little present from somebody in my P.O. box. Should I do the whole show talking like this? Yes. Let's see what we have in our box today. P.O. Box 90549, Brooklyn, New York, 11209. We did get some stuff here. Let's see. First, we got... It smells like Dr. Sir McCrotch in my face. Let's see here. Little G-Shocks. Yes. Fill my box with Casios. I can't wait till I have a job. I hope I have one soon. I'd like to buy useless junk again. You know how hard it is not to buy useless junk? Actually, it's not that hard to not buy useless junk, but it would be nice to be like, yeah, I'm going to spend $30 to get a stupid watch. Let's see here. Never ate a rat I didn't lick. Giffies? I can't read this. Never, NVER, that's probably never, ate a rat I didn't lick, GFYS. Wait, that means go fuck yourself, doesn't it? Yes, go fuck yourself. Dr. Sir McCrotch comes in hot with $2.69. Thank you, Doctor. Thank you. This is great. This is great. There's no more 69-cent checks. I don't. Maybe I won't get my bank account closed because of a 69-cent check. Also, I got this big thing here. Let's see what I got. I got a. I think I know what this is. This came in. It was in my. It was stuffed in my box. A lot of stamps on there. It's probably like $5 worth of stamps on this sucker. I got an itchy. Why is the tip of my nose itchy? Does that mean somebody thinking about me? See, I'm about to start talking about how witches are real. And I think they know I'm going to do it, and they're making my nose itch. I think it is a book. I think this is a book, because I know who this is. I try not to dox people, so I usually read initials, amounts, and whatever, but I think this person wants me to dox them, but let me open it up and make sure first, because you never know. Oh, geez. This is tight. It's tight. It's a tight package. Hey, baby. You got a tight package. Let me get my scissors. Open up your package. All right, we got this. We got this. I think he usually puts a note in here. So let's read the notary. Oh, wow. There's a couple notes in here. This looks nice, dude. Dig the cover. Itch, scratch, bite. Act 1 of the Fish House. M. Andrew Jones. Yes, and I got a package from M. Andrew Jones. Add this to my collection of books. He sent me like every book that he's made. He's a prolific writer. Oh, he wrote something right in the front page. This is how it starts, Nick. I swear to zombie Jesus, this is exactly how I seen it happen. A brief history of the near future. Book 1, A Fish House. Act 1, Itch, Scratch, Bite. And I'm jealous. This guy be making books. That was a great book. I just read the whole thing. This guy is prolific. He's got like at least 5 books that I know about. Oh wow, look at that. He put some No Agenda seals on there. It's the Night Ring seal. Bop. Got me 2. I got a white one and a gray one. Get a book dealer published. Let's see what he's... I want to rip the seal. That's cool. I want to save that. Put that on my nipples later. All right. Open this up here. Let's see what M. Andrew Jones is packed into here. Oh, boy. I definitely need more of these. He sent me a crap load of $2 bills. Now, let's see. It was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, $34 of twos. Now, not to take away from M. Andrew Jones's donation right now, but one of my favorite podcasters, sending cash in the mail is not a good idea. Well, people do it. Most of the mail gets to me. The only thing that never got to me is your sticker that you sent me. The Daily Ratings podcast with Tommy and Vin. Tom Anonymous, sent me. Apparently, he bought a bunch of $2. He got a shitload of $2, and he wanted to get rid of them, so he was sending them to me. Hold on a second here. I forget where I put them. All right, I found them. Are you ready to see something crazy, everybody? Because I don't want to use them. I don't know why I don't want to use them, but maybe, if I don't get a job soon, at least I'll have a backup supply, but are you ready to see something crazy? I'm not going to count them. It'll take me forever. But he's been donating them to me for like a couple of years now. So this is what M. Andrew Jones just sent me. He sent me, 34 in twos. You ready to see the other hand? I feel like a rapper when I do this. Oh my God. And each of them he taped dimes to them onto the Jefferson's. Is that Jefferson? Yeah, Jefferson's face. So I have there's a $20 bill in there. Where'd that come from? I'm gonna have to take that out. I don't know how many $2 bills this is. I've got an extremely big orgy of Jeffersons. And now I have more Jeffersons. Thank you, M. Andrew Jones. And thank you, Tom Anonymous and the Daily Ratings podcast. If you like movie podcasts, movie reviews where they don't spoil it and they're consistent, check out the Daily Ratings podcast. I'm up to Fast and the Furious. Yeah, he did 2 dimes to make it 420. I'll have to count those later. I might be rich, people, and I don't even know it. And also, M. Andrew Jones has sent me... Let's see what's in here. There's another envelope. This is great. M. Andrew Jones. Check him out. I don't know, where could I find M. Andrew Jones's books? He's probably on Amazon or something. I think he's got a book deal. Let's see here. It's a little... Oh, that's so cute. Little squirrel and a nut sitting on a log. Nick, I found this cute picture of a rat. And Andrew Jones, I don't think that's a rat, my friend. That's a squirrel. That's my cousin, Mr. Squirrel. But okay, we'll take it. Cute picture of a rat, and knew I had to send it to you. Though this is about the only good news I have these days. Unfortunately, I've been suffering visions of the future, and what I've witnessed is grim. The zombies are coming, Nick. The friggin' zombies. The zombie apocalypse is just around the corner. My only hope is that I can record this grim future, not to warn the general public, no, so I can make a quick profit off the suffering of the masses. That's the way you do it, Nick. That's how you become one of the ruling elite. We're going to be filthy rich, Nick. Bwahaha. Celebrity sex parties, here we come. But only if the zombies don't get us first, Nick. Dear God, the zombies are coming. What are we going to do? Warmest regards, thoughts and prayers, love and light. M. Andrew Jones, Baron of America's Mountains, Viscount of the Very Fine People. M. Andrew Jonovich. Let me do a quick Google search here. See if there's a... Does he have a website? mandrewjones.com. There you go. He has a LinkedIn profile too? Oh, God, I might have to make a... That's not him. He doesn't live in Brooklyn. There's an Andrew Jones in Brooklyn. That's not him, though. Let's see. M. Andrew Jones. Yeah, he got all these. The End of Marvelous, Under Oblara, Itch, Scratch, Bite, Metal, Children of the Broken Moon, The Story of Numbers. This guy be making books, man. He just keeps on writing. Keep it up, man. 502,314 words and counting so far. That is what I'm talking about. You got audio? Sewer chat with Nick the Rat? Did I interview you? I might have had it.
Let me ask you something. When you come in on Monday and you're not feeling real well, does anyone ever say to you, sounds like someone has a case of the Mondays?
A case of the Mondays. Episode 435. There you go. That must have been a long time ago. That's awesome. So yeah, go check out M. Andrew Jones. Get some of his books. You know what? I don't read very much, which I'd hate to admit, but maybe I'll give this guy a read. I'll put this next to my bed under my pillow that's been hurting my neck. A group of restaurant workers and their customers are going about their day as if they were any other, but what they don't realize is that this is the beginning of the end. A sickness that makes people stupid and violent rips down the front range. When this stark new reality comes crashing through the front door, who among these casual acquaintances will have the strength and smarts to survive as the city collapses around them? Fucking cool, dude. Thank you so much. M. Andrew Jones. That was May 1st, 2024. I had that interview with him. Awesome. You could also donate by going to nicktherat.com/ Yo, Eric PP, man. I see you in the chat. want to say thanks for the $70 you sent me last week. I think it was last week, but I don't think I got to say thank you to you until right now. I hope you know that you sent it to me. I hope you weren't drunk and accidentally did it and want your money back. You can't have it back. I already bought beans with it. I heard Venmo. Oh my God. If you have Venmo, be careful. I don't know if this is true. It might be true, but I heard that if you're on Venmo, somebody could send you money, say they weren't supposed to send it to you. They get their money back, and Venmo charges you. So if somebody sends you like $3,000 and then they make a complaint with Venmo and they could take their money back, then you wind up owing money, like $33 or something. I forget the percentage, but it's like some weird scam that's going on, and you're not allowed to fight it. And Venmo might be an evil company. Be careful out there, everybody. Yeah, so let's see if anybody else has donated this week. But thank you, Eric PP, for that very generous donation last week. You're awesome. I love you. You're amazing. We have JOC or JO. Sorry if I doxed you. $4.20. You just Venmo'd me? I don't have a Venmo. So ha 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 ha. I heard Zelle is the way to go, maybe. $4.20 from JOC. Thank you so much, JO or JOC. I don't know how you prefer to be called, because I don't know who you are, other than these damn witches. $4.20 is the recommended donation amount for Nick the Rat Radio. That's about $1 per episode, and each episode's around 2 to 3 hours long. You never know how long I'm going to go. You don't know how short I'm going to go. I just go. All right. So JOC, thank you so much for the 420. We have another 420 coming in hot from NW. NW with a 420. High five, NW. Been around for a long time. Very familiar name. Thank you for the donation. And I love you. And I'll see you later tonight in your bed, because I'm going to sleep over. No, I will not be. Ooh, and we got another one. My donation to our fabulous sewer from Corey Fingers. Yeah. Send me $1 million and then charge it back. And then I'll wind up owing Venmo like $50,000. How does that work? How's that legal? My donation to our fabulous sewer, Corey Fingers, with $5. Thank you, Corey Fingers. I see you in the chat every now and then. You are awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. And finally, the only other way you could show your appreciation to me is via fucking Twitch. Twitch. Yes, let's see if anybody has donated there. Nope, we got Olaf. Olaf. Oatloaf. Oatloaf subscribed with Prime 22 minutes ago. Thank you so much, Oatloaf. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you too can donate for free. Thank you so much for that. And I think that is all the donations this week. What a lovely week of donations. Thank you, everybody. Everything, every bit counts in small amounts. If you can't donate, that's totally fine. I give everything out for free. This is a value for value show. Once again, thank you, everybody. All right, let's get back into the studio here. And now we can get to the topic at hand. Witches. All right, here.
Oh my God, JC, a bomb.
No, not a bomb.
A bomb.
But witches. I've been thinking about these witches lately. Why? Because of this book that I have, the Witches Smell-A-Day. We all know the Salem witch trials, right? Do you know the Salem witch trials? We do. Okay. What if the Salem witch trials never happened? Dun, 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 dun. That is where I'm going to go with this tonight, everybody. The what if the witches staged it? What if the witches were getting close to being shut down and they were like, you know what if we make these witch trials? We're going to say that they happened. We're going to say that innocent women were being slaughtered and murdered and put onto trial to make humanity feel guilty that nobody will ever go after the witches again. Isn't that a great way to clear the witches going forward? The best way to protect themselves was to make up the story of them being slaughtered and murdered in horrific ways. And everybody knows the Salem witch trials, but why weren't there witch trials like anywhere else? Like maybe there was like a couple here and there. Everywhere there was like one or two. You know, in New York there were a couple, but it was all like in the Northeast New York, but everybody knows the Salem witch trials. And they were like, "Oh, we'll do these stupid things like if we throw her in water and she doesn't float." They were in Europe. There's a lot of them there. Maybe that's just what the witches want you to believe. I was thinking about this. Okay. Maybe they've been in control of society ever since. I think the world is actually run by witches right now. And to keep the magical spell that they put onto us continuing, there's some weird bleed through. Things like deja vu or the Mandela effect. I think these are all spells put onto society by these witches, trying to keep this distortion of reality going so they could remain in control. Now, you might be like, Nick, you're crazy. Nick, you're crazy. Yeah, I might be, okay? But there's a lot of magical weird things out there. You guys ever hear Green Needle and Brainstorm? Or, the Laurel and Yanni? There's a bunch of, and the gold dress and the white dress. These are all things that I think that are, actually, I want to hear the Green Needle thing again. That thing always blew my mind. Green Needle Brainstorm. Now, you might be like, what are you talking about? Have you ever done this? Yeah, let me play this. Now, what did you hear there? Now, you might be like saying, how could you hear Brainstorm out of that? But you could. That was definitely, to me, that sounded like Green Needle, but it turns into Brainstorm. Now I hear only Brainstorm. I can't hear Green Needle anymore. I swear to God, I'm playing the same clip right now. There's weird shit going on in reality, and I think it's all because of the witches. I just heard Green Needle again. But if I play it again, I'm going to hear Brainstorm. Maybe. Now I heard Brainstorm. I can't explain how that works, but it makes my brain hurt thinking about it. Now, I think that this is a spell that the witches have put onto us to keep us in some weird state of lucidity, like some weird stuff. You can't hear Brainstorm? Trust me, I definitely heard Brainstorm, and I've definitely heard Green Needle. I just heard Brainstorm. I can't hear Green Needle. I don't know, man. This is some weird. That is very, that one always blows my mind. Okay, now you might be like, well, Nick, if you're gonna have these stupid ideas, you're gonna have to have some evidence. Now I do. I do have some evidence. I don't know how you're going to take all the evidence, but I'm gonna put it out the evidence now on why I think there are definitely witches out there, why I think they're in control, and it might sound, everything I'm going to say might sound like I'm bashing women or something. I don't want it to sound like that. Okay, I'm just going to say some stuff. I have a lot of examples of things that might be going on, but here we go. We'll start with a spicy one for number one. Okay, sex toys. All right. Now, sex toys are fine. Okay, sex toys are fine. But think about men and think about women. What kind of sex toys are there for men? Their hands. That's about it. There's okay, I guess there's cock rings, or if you like having things stuck in your butt, then you're almost in the same boat as women. But most men don't have sex toys. You go to a normal dude's place, a fleshlight. How many normal dudes out there? Raise your hand if you own a sex toy. Now, you know, I'm sexually open. I don't have any. I don't got not a one. I would guarantee almost every lady out there has at least one. They usually have a collection. They got a drawer. They open up a drawer. They got sex toys. Now you'd be like, Nick, that's just a sex toy. Why is it? What does that mean? What does that have to do with witches? Have you seen some of the sex toys they have? Some of them are like demonic looking, and they're like normalized. They're like, it's just completely normal. Oh, that's just my sex toy. You know, it looks like a tentacle from like cosmic horror movie. There's animalistic ones too. There's a lot of really strange toys that the women's have here. And you know, witches always had these strange otherworldly appetites. And the modern sex toy industry, it's just witchcraft with a shipping label and discreet packaging. I'm just saying that, you know, I'm not trying to say like if you have a sex toy, I'm trying to judge you, or if you have some weird shaped thing, or maybe you just like it, maybe you're not really a witch, lady. But I'm just saying, I think and also it's like, no, you go into these stores and they're just all over the damn place. It's like, and they try to make it look like whatever, you know, whatever it is. Okay. Number two, I might skip number two. Some of them are a little bit. Actually, this one's not so bad. All right, number two. One of them is really going to be upsetting. It's even upsetting for me to talk about. But number two, child care infiltration. Who are raising all the kids these days? Who are the teachers? Who are the nurses? Who are the daycare workers? Who are in control of the children? It's not men. It's not men. It's mostly women, and they're probably mostly witches. The witches got to come here, and they got to get them early. They got to get the kids early to indoctrinate them. It's gonna sound pretty. They get them young. These witches. This is gonna sound so bad. I'm just saying. Get them early, indoctrinate them young, and each generation of witches, they're going to be stronger than the last. I'm not talking about careers. I'm talking about, this is more like a coven onboarding pipeline. Okay. So we got sex toys. They're in control of the children. I don't really have a very good order of these things. They're just kind of all over the place. where there was a really easy one that I could where's that one? I don't even know where it is. I thought I had more. Hold on one second. No, I do have a lot more, but I thought there was like there was a simple one that I wanted to throw in there so it wouldn't be so so crazy. Let me go get my. No, it's not there. Where is it? That's not even there. Oh. Okay. Either way. All right, let's look at another one now. What is the sinking ship rule? So when a ship is sinking in the ocean, I understand children first. But why women? Maybe because witches put a spell on us? You ever wonder why that's like it's just accepted as the law of the sea with no pushback? There's no pushback against this. I can't even push back against this, probably because I have a spell that's been cast upon me. And everybody has. I think the witches are in control of the planet. There's a spell cast directly on mankind's instincts. It guarantees witches get first access to lifeboats, exits, fire escapes. I'm not trying to sound like this is kind of just for fun, everybody. This is like a fun thing. I'm not trying to be mean or sound like I'm a pig, which I'm sure I'm all. If you think that I hate women, I also hate men too. I hate everybody. But there's just a bunch of little things in society that makes me kind of think that maybe witches are controlling the planet and in society and humanity. Then there's also the power gap, which I think is possibly a myth. Somehow there's a world filled with inequality, but there's a lot of women running companies. There's a lot of women in high up places. I've had women bosses. I know tons of women that make tons more money than me. But the wage gap that's out there. I'm just saying it could be a rumor that was engineered to keep humans arguing with each other about fairness, while witches quietly run things from the corner office. Now, is there really a wage gap? I don't. It's an argument to be made. But you can't really check because how much money you make it's a secret. It's a secret, private thing. But I'm just saying, from what I've experienced, I've seen a lot of women making tons more money than me, than other people that I know. Maybe men are making more money, but you never hear like men saying, "Hey, women make more money than men." But I think maybe witches are putting this energy out there. They're putting out this news, and people believe it. And just saying, we have a lot more examples. This is not. I'm not trying to hate on women. I'm trying to just expose witches for the control they have on society. I'm gonna get canceled by everybody here. This is all right. We got the draft exception. Men, they get signed up to kill each other in wars. Women don't. It's not a. It's like a ritual sacrifice by proxy. The witches have made it so that the men just go into the battlefields and kill each other. Maybe that men are just retarded, which they are. But thin the herd, keep men fighting with each other as the witches grow more powerful. With every casualty of the men on the battlefield. It's a spell that they put on society. They were like, women can't kill each other. Only the men get to kill each other. Sprinkle a little of that in your tea, there's I've got like 30 more to go, people. Let's open up the phone lines. If there's any witches out there that have any opinions on this, where's the phone line? Let me see if I could open this up. I'd like to hear from any witches. The phone lines are, let me see if they're open here.
Dig 'em low, Lisa. Lick 'em low, Lisa.
Oh no, not this guy.
Pussy line. Pizza. You ain't quit the show yet, Nick? Quit the fucking show, Nick! Your shit sucks!
I might have to quit after this episode.
Fuck you!
All right, the phone lines are working. If there's any witches out there, because I think that's one of the points I'm going to be coming to later. Women will just say they're witches, by the way. There's a whole part of society where I think that's one of the points that are coming up later. Where they just come out and they just say it. But either way, let's go on with this. We got number 6. It's gonna be a hard episode to get through here. Number 6, there's longevity. Who lives longer, men or women? Nobody questions this. It's kind of just like a given fact. It might just be biology, or maybe the witches are siphoning life force off the men around them. Oh, what? Okay. Maybe women are sucking the life force out of men. I think I'm gonna get a bomb sent to my P.O. box from some witches. It's getting hot in the sewer. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Makeup. You got makeup. There's an entire industry built around applying substances to their face to make them look different. Okay? They call getting ready. They can say, "Oh, I'm just getting ready." You know, medieval peasants, they would call it, casting a glamour, though, because it's literally the term, foundation, contour, highlight. It's incantations. Incantations, man. Makeup is like magic. If you ever see a lady without makeup and then the same lady with makeup, it's witchery. Oh God, my throat is starting to close up, people. All right. This, I don't want to talk about this one. This is probably the most touchy one. This might be one of the most touchy ones. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna have to say it. Number 8, we got. This is gonna be a really bad one. Reproductive politics. Okay. Ugh. My body, my choice. Okay. Oh God. See, I already feel my seat going on fire. Even saying that. I'm not allowed to talk about this one. Because the spell that the witches have on us. I feel hot. I feel like I'm gonna go on fire here. Oh boy. Okay. Men are not allowed. They're told loudly that they're not allowed to talk about this. And this is not social progress. This is more of a containment spell. This topic is sealed off. Men are not allowed to talk about reproductive politics. And I'm fine with that. It's hot in here. Okay. But, you know, I'm totally, I don't know what I have to say about my voice is reverting. My voice is reverting to my old voice here. I don't really think I should be talking about abortion. Abortion, but wait, it's gonna be hard for me to say. But witches have turned sacrifices into healthcare. Oh God. Sorry. Oh God. Okay. I said it. What is? I could give my opinion on the topic. Okay. I'm torn on the topic. I'm sure many people are. That's why it's a very touchy subject. When does life start? You know, and sometimes, you know, you're not ready for such big life changes. Okay, I think I'm just going to skip this one. I'm going to skip this one. I'm not going to give my opinion on it. I do have opinions on it, but I don't know if I should talk about it. I got witches are pulling on my tongue right now. There's many, you know, it's a very touchy subject. Okay, I'll give my personal opinion. I'm going to give my personal opinion on abortion, even though this is a completely side subject. Morning after pill, totally fine. You know, heartbeats could come in very, very, very quickly. I didn't really know that I think even like within the first 9 weeks or some shit. Man, the first 6 weeks is, oh boy. Okay, so anything, you know, I just think, you know, the sooner the better. If there's any complications with the birth, I think it's okay too. Okay, I'm done. Let's go to the next one. Perfume. Let's talk about perfume, everybody. Okay, we're out of that one. Thank God. Perfume. You could email me, nick@nicktherat.com, if you have any complaints. I'm sorry, but you know, it's a touchy subject. Perfume. Bottled scents. Sold in ornate glass. Designed to alter the mood and behavior of everybody in their area without their consent. They put pheromones in there. They work on this perfume. They try to alter your consciousness via smell. Pheromones. Let's just say if a man in a robe handed you a vial and said, "Wear this and people will want to be near you," you'd call it a potion, okay? It's witchery. It's witchcraft. And I know men wear perfume too, but not really like women, you know. And again, I don't even know if women wear perfume anymore now I'm thinking about it. Like, I don't even know the last time I smelled like perfume. Well, it's usually older ladies. Well, you know, the old witches. They gotta cover up that sweaty old smells. Okay, here's another touchy one. Sorry, buddy, but custody outcomes. Overwhelming majority of divorces, kids end up right with the mom, you know, because it's best interest for the child. That sounds like a spell that would be... Hold on one second. We got a phone call coming in. Oh, gosh, I'm scared. We got a call coming in here. Hello, everybody. Hello, caller. This is Nick the Rat Radio.
Hello?
Wait. This is. Are you a witch? Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Do you hear me?
Twitch is delayed.
Well, yeah, everything is delayed. That's why you got to turn your radio down.
I was going to make a delayed joke, but you caught me off guard.
Turn down your Twitch.
Delay these nuts. No. Hey. Why do women wear makeup and perfume?
Why do women wear makeup and perfume?
Yes.
Because I can't think of anything funny or witty right now. You tell me.
Because they're ugly and they stink.
We're gonna hang up on that guy. That's I actually prefer women without perfume and makeup. Only give me a call if you're a witch. I don't need pig-headed men calling in. I don't need let's continue on. Let's see the custody outcomes, and then paying. You got to pay for the child up to they're older. Either way, that's all right. Here we go. Number 11 on my proof of witches controlling the world right now. Chronic lateness with 0 consequences. Oh, she's 20 minutes late. Doesn't matter. We were just happy she made it. You ever try that as a dude? You ever try to be a guy and show up 20 minutes late? There's definitely there's chat room, you crazy. There's definitely something going on there, I think. There's a spell put on mankind where it's just like, it's fine, There's an enchantment put on people's patience. If you're a lady, it's fine. Hey, you're a little lady, it's fine. Oh, all right. Oh boy. Number 12. Number 12 is a little. These are all kind of rough. Oh man, why did I pick? Why am I doing this for a show?
What's that?
Okay, here we go. Number 12. Chemical self-modification. All right. Oh god, I'm getting canceled after this. An enormous percentage of the population is on a daily medication that alters brain chemistry. And what did we used to call this? Mommy's little helper. Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. Mommy's little helper. This is not healthcare. This is a mass potion distributed with a prescription pad. People, there's a lot of man. Now, I know dudes are on mind-altering drugs as well. But I think most of these most of them. Is there any stat? Do I have any stats to back this up with? Let's. Oh boy, it's a rough episode to do. How many? What's the percentage of men versus women worldwide on SSRIs? All right. Wow. I thought it was going to be more. I thought it was going to be like 50% of the population. All right. 17% of women compared to 8% of men. It seems like it's more of a female thing. Okay, we have another call coming in. This is the witch only line here. Hello, are you a witch?
Yes, I'm a witch. Nick, how are
Yes.
you?
Do you have any comments or opinions on what we've been talking about tonight?
What? Say that again?
Do you have any comments or opinions on I think that witches have lied about the witch trials to cover up their asses so they could control the world.
Do you want to hear something witch-ish?
Sure.
That would really freak out our ancestors?
Sure. What do you got for us?
There is a meteor shower this evening.
There's also like an eclipse too, or something I heard.
The Perseid meteor shower? Yeah, it should be really good viewing because we have a new moon.
Mm-hmm.
Not a full moon, but the actual absolute opposite.
Yeah,
it's kind of dark out.
Yeah.
And you can really see the Perseid meteor shower. Really, it's just the tale of what the hell was the name of it? Taylor Swift or some shit was the comet. Swift Tuttle. Swift Tuttle comet that was nearest to us, and you get all the debris off of it. Little like sand-sized pieces, like flying towards the earth, like 30,000 fucking miles an hour.
Okay.
And you get to watch it enter the atmosphere and burn up really quick in a little, yeah. Anyway, if you're away from the city lights and shit, if you're in the light pollution, you don't see it good, right?
I can't see anything right now. I got sunglasses on.
Yeah,
I'm in
you're
a sewer.
in a fucking sewer.
Yeah.
A question about the sewer, Nick.
Yeah?
This is not medical advice, though you can find people talking about it. Now, have you ever tasted your urine? Your silence is agreement.
I don't think I ever have.
How was it?
No, I haven't.
No? Why not? Have you smelt it?
I've smelt it, which is kind of like tasting it.
And you were never like, ooh, that was good coffee.
What? Does this have anything to do with witches?
Yes. How do you think they fucking made potions, Nick?
With urine?
There are all kinds of ways to experiment with things, Nick.
I have heard like people would urinate on themselves to attract people. That could be
the pheromones, perhaps. Yeah.
That could be a thing. Yeah, that could maybe have to or maybe witches just put that into my mind, so I'd piss my pants every now.
Women of the go ahead.
So when you're done peeing and you got to shake it off a little bit, I usually don't because I heard that it attracts the opposite sex. So I would just let myself urinate in my pants a little bit to.
Yeah, that wet spot on your khakis attracts everyone.
Mm-hmm. I was probably tricked by a witch.
Perhaps. No. And having it a little extra wet never hurts if you have to, pull on it. Now, women of the olden ages, I don't know, maybe like Roman perhaps, they would actually intentionally ingest, what the hell is that, arsenic type? I think it's like in apple seeds and shit like that. They found that it would actually make the urine smell slightly sweet.
I'll have to try that. I'll have to
so
try
that
to eat
was
some arsenic.
their method of, technically poisoning themselves, but it made their toilet time not smell so bad, perhaps.
So I should poison myself and piss my pants.
Speaking of toilet time, Nick, have you ever like used the TP, the toilet paper, the TP on your bunghole, and your finger kind of went through it like it tore, perhaps?
When you use the cheap stuff, that happens.
Yeah, yeah. Did you smell it?
Right away.
How did that taste?
Caller, we're talking about witches tonight. We're not talking about feet. Get out of here. Look, I want to, if you're a witch, or if you have an opinion on witches, or if you know anything, if you know a witch, give me a call. All right, let's go on to the next point here. We just went over that. We have, okay, let's talk about number 13. We have hair, wigs, and extensions. We got women that are constantly changing their hair color. They're changing the volume of their hair. They're basically going to the salon to swap out their identities. Very witch-like. And let's combine that with waxing. They get rid of all their body hair to disguise themselves. No, like, look at my beard. My beard it's turning gray. I don't dye it. I have nothing to hide. But many ladies are out there putting chemicals and potions and stuff all over their body because they're witches and they're in control. Piercings. They punch holes into their body in all sorts of weird places. I'm not going to even mention half of them. Every older tradition on Earth would call that ritual markings. We call that, oh, it's just me getting my septic done. You know, they get the little piercing in their nose. They look like witches. They get all these tattoos and stuff too. I don't even know if I have tattoos listed here. I should have added tattoos to my list. I don't think I have that in there. Home-brewed concoctions. Now tell me you don't know a lady that does this. I mean a witch. I mean a witch lady. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. They're all over the darn place. Lotions, candles, cleaning sprays. Think of the mason jars. Women love mason jars to put their little potions in. Their little mixed stuff. They always mix together and they're always so proud of it. And they put sprinkle. You don't know what they're putting in there. I'm telling you, these witches are everywhere. Crock pots are basically modern cauldrons. All right. I don't use crock pots, but I know many witches that do. All right. Finally, we get to here, open admission. This is the thing that really scares me. They just openly admit it. They don't hide it. I'm sure if you ask any woman you know, like, not any of them, a lot of them will say it. You'll find no shortage of women who'll just tell you that they practice witchcraft. Crystal shops, spell stores, they're on the main street, right next to the coffee shop. You go to any town, little place, you go anywhere, you're going to find crystal shops. You're going to find, like, oh, here's a little spell, this little money spell for you, a little love spell, a little love potion. They're out in the open just doing it. They're doing it. They're using capitalism. Maybe capitalism is a complete witch thing. Maybe witches made capitalism. Now that I'm thinking about it. This is not a conspiracy. There's actually just women out there saying I'm a witch. They're just out there doing it. They're just witching it up. handing out spells, handing out crystals. They're at your mall. They're doing it. All right. Cats. You know, cats and witches go together. Now, you heard a crazy cat woman. You know, most people that have cats are gonna be women. Witches. I got to make sure I don't say just women, because they're not just, it's not just women. They're actually witches. They're actually in control of society. They're controlling everything. Ugh. All right, here we go. Here's another one. Book clubs. Think about it. A monthly gathering. It's always the same night. Sounds ritualistic. They usually discuss novels that nobody ever finishes, I guess. But maybe it's more of like a coven. They just like coming together. It's we got boys' night. No, they have so many reasons to gather in little groups, book clubs, Tupperware parties. It's the gathering of the witches in ways they could share their spells, they could share their stories, they could share their little tales, little containers to hold their witch supplies. You ever think about that? I don't even know what is this, a bathroom line? What is this one? Every public event, every restaurant, every bar, one line stretches out the door, the other one doesn't. It's not the plumbing. It's a containment ritual. A mandatory gathering point where information gets exchanged and spells get synced. That's why the woman's line is always longer. I always thought it was just because they had to sit to pee. But I sit and pee all the time. That's how I pee. I don't stand and pee because it's disgusting. It's splashback. You can't stop it. If you're a man and you're in your house, sit and pee. If you're out, then you can stand and pee. But unless women are going to the bars and they're shitting, which I don't think they're doing, there's not a long line at the women's on the women. Why are these women taking so long to take a piss? It doesn't matter. It's men and women, they take the same. Actually, women probably piss faster. You ever hear a woman taking a pee? It sounds like a rocket going off. They're like, the urethra of a woman, I think, is larger than a man's urethra. They're gathering in there. They're doing their little witch stuff, getting witch stuff together. Yoga. Ancient stretching, breathing rituals, performed in unison, often at sunrise. I think it's witchcraft. And think about all the names, like Downward Dog and stuff. They got some weird stuff going on in these yoga things. I think when they do these stretches, it unlocks something. It's unlocking spells, incantations, and the fact that they're doing it in unison all together. I never understood that. When I do my stretches, I don't need to be in a group of other people doing stretches. Yeah, I know it unlocks flexibility. It's very good. I do stretches. I stretch, but I don't need to be around other people stretching. I don't need to have that ritual with it. Why does there have to be a ritual with it? Why do I have to have somebody saying, "Okay, now you're going to touch your toes now." Like, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do what I have to do. I don't need to be in a group of people doing it. Witches. You ever go outside? People? You ever go outside? You ever see people doing tarot cards? Who's doing it? Are there men? Do you see men out there doing tarot readings, palm readings? Do you ever see that? I don't think I've ever seen it. I always see witches on the street corner outside of their crystal shop saying, let me tell you your future. Let me read your tarot cards. Let me read your palms. Why aren't men doing it? It's an equal opportunity job to tell your future, to read tarot cards, to read your palms. But it's only witches. And they're doing it in plain sight. This is why the witch trials was invented by them. They were like, you know what? You can't persecute us anymore. We're going to do it out in public now. And there's nothing you could do. We're in control of reality. Bachelorette parties. Let's check our witch line. Hello, do we have a witch on the line here?
Nick. Bachelorette party. No, hold on. I've been invited to some as the stud, but what we're talking about, divinations are a form of witchcraft. Yes.
Divinations.
Yes, divinations.
And I also take divinations. If you have extra money and you want to send it to me, please do.
Oh, close. Now, one popular divination that I know you're familiar with. How do you know if your boyfriend is gay?
How do I know if he wants to be on top?
No, because his dick tastes like shit.
Yeah, but it's my shit. That doesn't make it gay. Get out of here. Just because I'm fucking my boyfriend in the ass doesn't mean that that it's gay. They got sashes. They all wear the same thing at bachelorette parties. You ever go to what is it called when dudes have, I don't even know what it's called. Bachelor party? Dudes don't all match their clothing together. They wear the same thing. They get a sash, matching outfits. And then men don't do what women do at these parties. Coordinated rituals in a rented house. They're not trying to hide it. It's out in the open. Men on their bachelor parties, they just go out and they sadly just get drunk and oogle witches. They're like, oh, look at those witches out there. But women, they get together and they like burn stuff. They get all. It's very ritualistic. It's very witchwilistic. I'll call it. It's not even ritual. It's witchwilistic. And then there's astrology. There's astrology going on. Who's mostly into astrology? There's the guys trying to get with witches, and then there's the witches. An entire population. They even have it on their phone now, too. They just open their phone, they check whether Mercury is in retrograde before deciding whether to send an email or something. Like, I didn't even know what Mercury being in retrograde was until I probably met a witch. I don't know if it was a witch, but it was a lady. I didn't know what any of this stuff was, but women taught it to me. And I'm guessing that they were witches, and they're probably just laughing in my face. I'm probably pretty retarded because of them. They probably put a spell on me. I think maybe all the issues I've ever had in my life now are coming down to some weird spell that they sprinkled in my water. I don't know what they did. I don't know how they do it, but they're out there powerful. They're strong, and they can't be stopped. It's too late. It's too late. Maybe they're fighting warlocks. Maybe men are out there doing warlock things. Maybe that they're so much more stronger, the warlocks, that I have no idea what they're doing. They keep it so undercover, so hidden that it's not something that I even think about. But the amount of stuff just in our face of outright witchcraft it's flabbergasting. Essential oils. How many dudes are into essential oils? You go to a woman's house, you go to a witch's house. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Little brown bottles, pure plant essence. They got all this stuff in there. They label it too. They write their own little labels on the little bottles of the essential oils, and they write potion on it. They write potion on it. They don't write like therapeutic grade shenanigans on it. No, they just write potion. That's that. It's out in the open. It's in our faces. There's nothing we could do about it. Vision boards. Yeah, Ramona Bell. She was out. She just said she was a witch. She was out there like, hey, I'm doing this witch stuff. We got vision boards. I don't know of dudes that do this. Women do this. They cut out little pictures. They write affirmations, and like present tense and stuff. They try to raise the vibration of the universe to deliver things to them. They're trying to cast spells with these things. It's moon cycle tracking. Witches love that. I do that too. I'm probably indoctrinated. I think maybe it's not feminization. It's witchinization. I love tracking the moon. I think maybe they are in me. I also like to wear skirts on Saturday nights, but women love keeping track of the moon. They do. It's just true. Witches do it. Energy talk. They're all about, talking about energy, protecting energy. There's bad energy in the space. They know about energy. They see things that men can't see. There's probably essences and auras and energies and witches see it. Witches talk about it. It's not like even anything a man could do. I think there's just stuff happening and dudes can't see it happening. Let's see. I think we have a witch calling in here. Hello, this is Nick the Rat Radio. Are you a witch?
Hello, Nick. I'm a witch. Did you know that witches and cat ladies were equated during the plague?
Ugh. Brother,
oh, no, really? Hey, Nick. During the plague,
yeah,
cat ladies were considered witches because they weren't succumbed to the plague, because the plague was carried by rats, and cats kept the rats at bay. So the healthy witches without rats but with cats were somehow associated as I don't know, an extra.
You ever think
whatever
that?
The fuck you would call it.
I think this is just another example of being lied to by witches.
No, they had some kind of immunity to the plague. People thought it was witchery.
Yes,
sorcery
it was.
Of sorts.
It was.
But it was just simply owning too many fucking cats.
No, that's what they have you believing. They were just like, oh, I don't have the plague because I have a cat. No, it's because they were witches, and witches have cats.
Well, perhaps. Now, have you ever tried to hook up with a cat lady that you were curious if you'd get along with her cats? You're not answering, so I'm going to continue. Now, if you took your pleated, piss-stained khakis and you rolled up the cuff just a little bit at the bottom, one fold is enough, and you sprinkle a catnip into that folded up cuff, the cats will suddenly fucking love you, and they'll be rubbing on your leg, and you'll be like, oh, I'm just really good with animals. And she's like, wow, they're never like this with anyone. But you've got those cats and her pussy right at your beck and favor.
Because they're witches. And witches love pisses. I should make a shirt that says that.
I'm talking about the catnip and their cat.
Yeah, but the witches and their cat, the witch like the cat, and the piss is attractive to the cat and to the witch because the pheromones and the potions. I mean, I need to fight witchcraft with witchcraft. I gotta switch up the witch.
That would make you a warlock.
They should call it Mitchcraft. You know, Mitch.
Mitch. Like Mitch sounds like really like masculine, like the name Butch.
Yeah.
Have you ever known anyone named Butch?
Only Cassidy and
or
the Sundance
Bruce?
Kid.
Don't let me down.
I just did. I let you down. It's midnight in the sewer, everybody. We've made it. Thank goodness. Howdy doody. We're here. It has come. Midnight has come. Wait, we got some voicemail here. Let's see. 917-719-5923.
Hello, Mr. Rat, sir. You know pay insurance this month.
Oh, shit.
Mr. Rat, sir. You know what happened when you no pay insurance in the month. You
send the witches to the sewer? Cast a spell on me? Is that what you do?
no pay insurance in the month before. Did you like what happened? No, you didn't like what happened. Mr. Rat, friendly reminder. You must pay insurance this month. Are we understood? Is that a yes?
Yes.
I think I heard a yes.
Yes.
You're going to pay insurance this month?
I'll pay insurance.
We are waiting for your insurance payment this month. Insurance is good. Do you not like what happened? You know like what happened when you don't have insurance? Pay insurance. Thank you, Mr. Rat.
You're welcome. Let's see. Is there anything else that proves that the witches have taken over? The hell is cottagecore? Let's see here. I got this one written down. An entire generation cosplaying as forest witches and candlelit scholars while insisting that it's just a vibe. I don't think I've ever heard of cottagecore before. Yeah, we're running low on proof that witches are. Let's see. We got group chat as the modern grimoire. A locked thread of the same 6 to 12 women that have existed for years contains every secret, every curse, even every coordinated social move, and is never screenshotted. That's true. That's true, man. I've seen definitely group chats with women that have lasted for centuries, and you only get glimpses of it, and you could see that there's like a bunch of ladies in there, and you never see anything unless you look over his shoulder and you kind of catch a glimpse. These covens have encryption now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. Witches have taken over. They're out there. Friend zoning. That's a way to keep. That's a thing. That's like keeping the men subdued, keeping them under their spell. We just call it these cute little things now, but it's actually a way for the witch to keep control of the man, get them to do what they want. Oh, you will do what I want. You are mesmerized, my little helper. You know? But we just think it. Ha ha ha! You got friend zoned. No, it's a magic spell. And look, finally, I just want to say, I might be wrong about all of this, and I might just be grabbing things from all over the place that aren't really there. But are you feeling a little bit of doubt now that I went through all these things? Maybe this might be real. Maybe these witch trials were just fabricated to protect the witches. And the game's over. The game is over. I don't know. I kind of feel like I just want to laugh. It's just silly. That's just silly, man. Let's just move on with life. Let's pick another topic. This sounds dumb. And I know it does. But maybe that's just the spell and it's working just like how they want it to work. And that's all I can really say about this. There you go. That is my thesis. Those are all the points I had to make. I hope I didn't offend anybody. I love my witches. My first real girlfriend was actually a witch. She even had witch tattooed on her back. La Bruja. On her back was tattooed there. And if I call her right now, I'll be like, hey, you remember me? Are you a witch? She'll be like, hell yeah. They're out there. They're doing their thing. And how do I feel about it? You know, even if it's, you know, I'm still alive, you know. I can't really, I guess I could blame all the messed up things going on witches, but I don't, because men are the real monsters out there. You know, there might be a whole bunch of witches that are in control, but you know, men are like dumb ogres, dumb oafs.
Watch some sports? We want to watch some sports, play some video games, drink a beer, scratch my ass?
Maybe the witches aren't in control. Maybe men are just so dumb that's why reality is the way it is. But okay. All right, everybody. Well, that's all I got for tonight. Do I have any more voicemails or anything? Let me see if anybody else has called in. It looks like I do have a couple more voicemails here. If you want to call in and get the last word, now is your chance. No, that's nothing here. What is this? Wow, is this Mr. Harmonica Man? I thought he died of like being dumb a long time ago, but he's calling me back now. What is this?
Yeah, hello, Lisa. Hello, Lisa. I can push it live. Pizza, little Lisa. Dr. Sir Mike Rod, quit fucking calling in. Fuck you.
Well, I think that guy was definitely put under a spell of a witch when he was young. Probably dropped on his head or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I can lie.
All right, we're not going to play that one. I could see that word coming up there. I'm not going to play this. I'm not going to play that voicemail. I could see that word. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys tonight. Once again, Salem witch trials made up by the witches. Witches are in control. There's definitely witches out there. There's no doubt in my mind. All right, everybody, we're going to get out of here. Oh, gosh, what is this? Hello, caller. Is this a witch?
Challenge accepted. Hey, Nick.
What?
Seriously, go out tonight, or step outside, or like crawl
I'll
out
go
of the
outside.
sewer grate like a Ninja Turtle or some shit, and look at the sky.
I'll look up at the sky.
Beautiful.
I will look up at the sky,
What?
and I'll report back after the show is over. I'll hang out. I'm gonna probably play some Quake or something. I don't know. I'm gonna.
Hey, the later the better. Yeah, look at the sky
I'm
and
gonna look at the sky.
keep your hands out of your pants
No.
because the neighbors' kids have been complaining about it.
Okay, well, no. Okay. I was gonna let you say goodnight to America, but now you don't get the chance, and I'm gonna say it. Good night, America. We'll be back next week with more Nick the Rat Radio. We'll have something else to talk about when it does, and let's go out with Scott Buckley, Hour of the Witch. We'll be back next week. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed, and stay safe. Love those witches.
Skepticism is the natural reaction of people nowadays, but magic is ever present. In other words, quandam ubique, quandam semper, quandam ad omnibus, creditur est, which means that magic is everywhere and all over the world. It's a recognized fact, always.
Don't kill the animals. Rats have